Out with the old, in with the new.
Welcome to our sailing channel, Sailing Indiana. If you haven't met us yet, we're Lauren and Chris, a sailing couple from the UK. We bought a beautiful 37-foot 1989 Gypsy 372. We started learning how to sail, undertook a huge refit, and finally left the UK in search of warmer waters. We'd really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button and follow us on this journey. Welcome aboard.
I contact back with the ETA of the festival to your position.
Thanks for joining us again for another episode. If you've missed the last few, we got into trouble coming into A Coruna. We had to call a rescue tow after our engine started making this horrible noise. Since then, we've been in A Coruna for a few weeks, trying to find the issue. We think it's the gearbox, so we are focusing our attention there.
This is why you need snubbers on your lines in A Coruna. Jeez, it really comes in. And everything starts rolling. So I've just moved the throttle into the in gear position forward, but still I think there's like, just feels like obviously there's movement and then that sliding in and out. I just don't know whether it's supposed to do that. It just almost feels a bit loose. It could easily just sort of jump up and out maybe. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be when it is in gear, because that could be vibrating with the engine and coming in and out, but I don't know what you think. That's in neutral. And then can you put it stern? Then neutral. And then back to forward.
Right, so just checking the transmission and going forward and stern and just seeing if the cable does push the governor sort of all the way forward and all the way stern. It doesn't look like it is in either direction actually, so it might be that some adjustment is needed. I'm just going to take the cable off and see if I can push it by hand anymore and then see if I can adjust the cable from there. Okay, so change of plan. I'm not going to take this end off. I'm actually going to adjust the end that's in the cockpit. So I just messaged a guy and he said actually it looks like it's the throw that is out and you need to be getting a bigger throw either side. So that is done in the cockpit. So we'll be taking apart then the throttle housing to get to that end in the hope that it's a simple enough adjustment there.
Okay, so this is the inside of the throttle control and Morse control, however you want to call it. This is the throttle cable and this is the gear shift cable. To give it more throw, I'm going to move this to the outside of here and that should give it more throw. Yeah, as simple as that. Potentially then will help us push and pull in and out of gear fully, as there is a bit of play either side of that at the moment. Potentially that is the problem then that's, I don't know, maybe is the problem that's holding us a little bit off of neutral, not fully off of neutral into gear, so maybe that's causing some sort of grinding noises and things like that. But Yeah, it's a start.
Jeez, don't break. I'm going to lift it back up once it's out. But it'll be okay. Cool. So it's just this thing here. So split pin, take that out, put it over there. So easy as that.
So explain this now.
I thought of it because it was going to have to take all of the throttle off and everything like that, but luckily just move some of these things to the side has allowed me to get to this plate here. I've taken that off. There's a split pin on the back of that, so taking that off and moved it out. Now I'm screwing everything back in, so I'm hoping that I've not moved anything out of place and everything's where it should be, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. And then forward. And then back. And then stern. Okay, neutral. Okay. Okay, let's try it in gear. Yeah, okay, so run the engine up and try to replicate the noise that it was making, because it was making like a whirring noise when it was in gear before in forwards, and I can't replicate that, so it's not doing that. So it might have been, you know, it might have been the solution. That might, yeah, we might have just fixed it, but I don't know, just don't want to get too excited, because when something's that easy to fix, I don't know, seems too easy. I think it's just going to be one of those, we've got to try it and see what happens. It's never going to do it while you're sitting in the dock in a safe marina, is it? So it's only going to do it whenever you don't want it to do it, when you're out at sea. So it's going to be a trial and error, but I think I'm happy enough with it that we can leave and continue the journey and just keep an eye on it. We need to go and get fuel this week up at the pontoon over here, so we'll take the boat out, give it a good run up to the fuel berth, and maybe when we come back we'll take it out and even give a little play up and down for a bit whilst we're in relative safety near a marina. So that's all we can really do, put it under load and see how she behaves. I think that's it for today's boat jobs. Still need to fit this exhaust hose, so that's maybe tomorrow's job then, and then I think we can get ready to leave.
Yay!
Continue the journey.
Yeah, but A Coruna's been so nice.
A Coruna's been lovely, but we've overstayed.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome anyway.
There are lots of other beautiful places to go.
Don't want to get too comfortable. Yeah.
Well, you won't in here because it doesn't stop
Rolling.
rolling around.
Yeah, that's actually
But anyone that comes to A Coruna, get some, what are they called things?
snubbers.
Snubbers for your lines, and try and go a bit further in, I think, to the marina. Or there is another marina. So this is
town.
Marina Coruna, and then there's a Real Marina, which is further into town, that might be more comfortable. This is very, very rolly. And it snatches a lot. So
Yeah.
just to let anyone know, if you're heading this way, be warned. But we've been here for a lot longer than we thought, so for a couple of nights I think it probably won't drive you insane.
Fingers crossed that all goes to plan and
Yeah.
we can get back on the move.
Now it is dinner time.
Now it's dinner time. Always seems to be dinner time on this boat.
Don't complain.
Don't complain. Once again, I find myself in a cockpit locker. I'm trying to replace an exhaust pipe which is leaking. So if you can see stains like this, the pipe itself is just covered in dirty water that has been tainted with exhaust fumes. So you can see down here where it's just been leaking, there is actually a split here that water just comes out of, which is great. And then that goes down and under the bed. But yeah, so I need to get it off. This is interesting, this screw that comes just through the boat there, and that one as well. Top workmanship. So I've replaced that. Hopefully I've got the right length. It's not too long or not too short. I can cut it down if it's too long. Okay. This is the other end of the exhaust. Just going to disconnect this side and hope that loads of water doesn't come out. So I might just tape a bag or something on this end and just drag it out that way and hope for the best. Okay, bagged up and taped there. We'll see, but if we can do it, pull it out pretty quick, then maybe we'll stand a chance. But if it gets caught on something on the way out, then we're in trouble. But this, I mean, yeah, we just have to clean up some water. That's the only problem.
Okay, so Chris is going to pull this from the outside, and I'm just going to check that it doesn't get caught because it's already leaking. So we don't need any more water in this boat.
Oh my god, that bag's gonna like explode, I think. Just go.
Oh, hang on. I think, oh, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you need my assistance?
There's a messy one. Out with the old, in with the new. Nice.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was better than I thought, or quicker than I thought at least. Yeah. Getting back in the hole. Just had to cut a bit off. Well, I've cut a metre off. It was too long, but that's better than being too short. Although 260 euros for a 5 metre pipe could have been a lot less money spent, but this extra bit could do the bit from the muffler back to the engine one day when I get round to that. So it's going to have a kink in it, so it's going to go up and down, so that obviously no water can get up and back into the pipe when we're heeled up and things like that, which is the idea. But otherwise, so far so good. side isn't touching, but the other side is, so obviously maybe the cut I made wasn't straight, or not sure, but we've got like a load of pipe sticking through to winch down on. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go with that. I might try and clean up this, but I think that should be just fine.
We would like to take a moment to thank our patrons. Your support has made a world of difference. For anyone interested in supporting our journey, please click the Patreon link in our description to join our indie crew. We think we are ready to leave A Coruna now. But did we fix the issue? Find out next time.